Hey everybody, Heather Lambert here. We are finding time today. We are going to help you remove the chaos, feel more in control of your day and your week and your month. We're going to figure out how to get it all done. All the things that you need to get done are going to get done. This is driving me. I have some glare in my glasses. We're just going to get rid of it. Just like that. All right, so today we are talking about helping you with the chaos. We're talking about finding time. We're talking about figuring out how to get it all done, all the things. And this is step 3. So quickly, I'm going to recap what step 1 and step 2 were, and then we're going to talk about step 3. Step 3 is the magic. It's the magic. It is, I have been 2 years figuring out this magic. And now I am finally feel really, really good about how I spend my time and schedule my time. So step number 1, we had you track your time over even just a period of a couple days, but a week is best. That way you can see where you're currently spending your time. And if you are like me, that only a couple of days of doing that, and I started to see trends. I started to recognize that I was spending a lot of time in places I didn't really want to be spending time in. And the things that I wanted to be spending time in, I wasn't spending time. So the key to tracking, you write down everything that you do, and you've got to be honest with yourself about how you're spending your time. And then color. Color is the magic, you guys. You color code. So get yourself some highlighters and go through your tracker. I don't know where I put my tracker. Go through your tracker and highlight different categories of time. Like, what are the things that you're doing? So for example, orange on this sheet is kid stuff. So this is jujitsu, taking the kid to his holiday festival at school, putting him on the bus, picking him up from the bus, all that stuff. So that's all kid stuff. Yellow is me. So this is working out and taking a shower. This is having a nice quiet lunch. This is watching a football game, which I enjoy doing. All those sorts of things. Let's see, what else? The purple is my business. So Scentsy Purple. So these are all the times that I was working my business, like focused and actually doing my business. And then what else do I have on here? Some green. So the green on here are fun. This is the fun things that I wanted to do. So I had a 5-day challenge thing that I was doing online that I enjoyed. I did a mastermind class. I did a event with some friends downtown in Melbourne that I went to, girls' night, which really was sort of like, it's good networking for my business, but it was fun. So I really categorized it as fun. I wasn't like full on business mode. So you can just sort of color code and categorize and see which color is taking over your tracker, right? Which color is taking over your life. If you're finding that you're doing a lot of things. And then step 2, so we took a look at all those categories of your life, right? Your family, your community commitments, your friends and relationships, your health and fitness, your business and career, financially, that category of your life. Are you doing and where you want to be in terms of your finances, in terms of your career and your business? What about self-care? Are you having fun that you want to have? Are you taking care of your mental, emotional health in the ways that you need to? So we took a look at all the different categories in your life and rated them from 1 to 10 on how you felt you were doing in each category. And that sort of helps you identify where you need to spend time. Where do you need to focus? And it might help you figure out what kind of goals that you want to set for yourself and what areas you want to work harder on, which areas are really good and functioning well. And maybe you want to continue to spend the time on them because they're doing well, or maybe they're low and you feel like you need to spend a little more time in them. So taking that information and then taking the information from your tracker and saying, okay, So if these are my priorities and these are the areas in my life I need to be spending time on, am I spending that time or am I not? And so then you've got to make some decisions. Are there things you need to quit? Are there things you need to spend more time and make sure you schedule it in? For a lot of people, that's exercise, right? Sometimes we figure out, well, our health and fitness area, we scored that really low and we'd like to do better. We'd like to lose a few pounds, be a little more flexible, be a little stronger, have a little more energy. So that means we need to schedule more time on working out and exercising and getting that stuff in, right? Maybe we need to spend a little more time cooking healthy meals instead of going out. Maybe we need to spend more time sleeping. Are you sleeping enough? And then in terms of career, like whether you have a full-time job or your own business or both, are you spending the amount of time that you should be? Or are you spending too much? Maybe you're spending too much and burning yourself out and neglecting some of the other areas of your life. Maybe you're not spending enough and that's why you're not where you want to be. Ultimately, it's your life and you've got to make those decisions for yourself. You've got to take a look at where you're spending your time currently and what are important to you and what your priorities are, what kind of goals you need to set for yourself, and decide how you need to be spending your time, what things need to change. Now, maybe you're feeling like everything's okay, I just don't have enough time. I have so much to do, I'm overwhelmed. And that's where step 3 comes in. And so that's what we're talking about today, is some of that chaos and overwhelm. And we're going to talk about planners. And I know some of you are planners and some of you are not, and that's okay. I hear over and over again from people that they are looking for a planner. They've tried planners in the past and they just don't work. They start using them and then they stop using them because it's just chaos and confusion, and they're just spending so much time that they don't have time to write in the planner because they've got too much to do, right? So what I would suggest to you is that you just have not found the correct planner. And the format and the type of planner that you're using is so important. And it makes a huge difference in the effectiveness of that planner. And yes, you've got to find one that works for you. So I'm going to show you what I have found works best for me, for my chaotic, crazy life that goes in 800 different directions, in 800 different ways, and I'm taking care of everyone and myself and a business and all the children and all the things. And so this is what I have narrowed in on and works best for me. And I have found that using this type of planning and this type of scheduling has, even when I'm super, super busy and when I have a ton of things going on and a lot of things to do, it cuts the chaos. It cuts the overwhelm, and it makes me realize that even though I have a lot to do, I have plenty of time to get it done. Because we are visual creatures, right? And so this type of planning and scheduling is visual, and it helps you visually see that you have enough time. And if you don't, you'll know it and you'll know where you need to make adjustments. But that, I think, is the biggest problem with so many planners, because I go into the store looking for a planner and I'm like for days trying to find the one that's set up the way that I want it to be, because most planners are just a block for Monday, a block for Tuesday, a block for Wednesday, a block for Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And you write in each day what you need to do. Well, the problem with that is you look at that week and all you see is stuff. Those boxes are all filled up and you've written everywhere and it's a mess and you don't know. You're just busy. It's full. It's always full. And a to-do list is never ending, right? If you've got a to-do list, you're just forever writing it down. You never get them all finished. And just the whole page is just written all over and filled up. And so what happens? When you see that, you feel overwhelmed. You feel chaotic. You feel busy. I've got so much to do. Look at my planner. It's full. It's got all these things, right? There's not enough blank space, because blank space means free time, and we need more free time to feel less overwhelmed. And so this type of planning and scheduling is going to show you how much time you have. All right, so here we go. I will show you the one that I made, and then I will show you what I'm currently using. So I made what I found especially now, planners are starting to get, like, there's a lot of them out there that have great formats and setups, but they have a ton of extra stuff. And I am all about simple, y'all. I just need my planner to schedule my days and my weeks and be done. I don't need all the extra things. And so I have really tried to scale back and simplify and find just the basics of what works. And so this is what I came up with. Dun, da, da. It's a weekly planner. And these are the important things that I have found, trial and error over 2 years, that I have nailed down and simplified down to the very, very basics that you possibly need to make life fabulous. All right, so you have this column here is the things that need to get done soon. Need to do soon. So pretty soon I need to get them done. And this is the magic. You ready? So it's a nice big long list. That's your running list of what needs to happen. What do you need to do? Every time you remember something or something pops up, it goes on this big, huge, just put it on the list. Okay? Then you have the date, Monday through Sunday. And we have a full day for Saturday and Sunday. Most planners don't give you the full day for Saturday and Sunday. So this is important. I like to see the whole week all at one time, vertically, side by side, as I would going about my day. And it has to have times. So I've put numbers there. So you have times, and it gives you time for every 30 minutes. There's a block for every 30 minutes. And that is so important. That's like a big key. So times. And then these up here are blank. And so those are your daily must-dos. See, it says right there, must do right now. Okay. So you have a running list of things you kind of have to do and have to remember, and you just put it on the list. But then when you get ready to schedule your week, these to-do lists for each day, the only thing that goes on there, the things that absolutely must get done on that day. Absolutely has to. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. It has to be done today. And so I will go each day and say, okay, well, this has to be my focus today. These are my priority things that I must get done today, or something's gonna go wrong. And then I have my schedule, and you actually schedule in the things that you need to do. That is important. It is the key to removing the overwhelm and chaos. All right, so I'm going to show you what mine looks like. I did a sample one for you somewhere. Where did I put it? Okay, so here I started one. So these are the things I need to get done this week. And then so Monday I had, just like on my tracker, right? I had to take Christopher to school, to the bus. I wake up and feed the dogs, take Christopher to school. I come home, I do my workout and my get showered, dressed. And then look at this. I have nothing scheduled. Nothing on my schedule, nothing on my schedule. I have a leadership call at noontime. And then I have to pick up Christopher. And then we go to jujitsu. But look at this. Block of time, block of time, block of time. Same thing on Tuesday. I have this going on. I had to take Nick to an interview. I had to get Christopher off the bus. And then we had a team call in the evening. Right? So everything that you absolutely have to do for the day goes on your schedule. So you start with those things. I've got to take him to the bus every single day. I've got to pick him up from the bus every single day. We go to jujitsu the same times every day. So those things that happen on a regular basis, you plug them in. Then you take a look at your list. So today's Monday. I'm going to take a look. What on my list absolutely has to be done today? That becomes my priority. If it is schedulable, I put it in my schedule. If it doesn't have a specific time it needs to get done, or that I know that I need to do it, then it can just go up here and I know I need to get that done today, right? But the key is look at all this time I have to do it. I have so much time. I have 1, 2, 3.5 hours here. I have another hour and a half here. I have 1, 2.5 hours here. If I'm going to bed, so ultimately you should put what time are you going to go to bed? We usually go to bed at 10 o'clock each night. So I know that from here to here, I have another huge block of time. Look at this huge block of time. Whoa, giant, huge block of time. Giant, huge block of time, right? So when things get crazy, and they do get crazy, so that's just like my new week. But look at this week. So this is the planner I'm actually using right now. This is a Law of Attraction planner. So if you like it, you can look that up on Google, Amazon, whatever. It's the Law of Attraction planner. I love this planner, but it's got a ton of extra stuff in it, and it's just too much. I needed simpler. So this is a busy week from November. And so you can see this is my running to-do list. I've blocked in the things I absolutely had to get done that was scheduled every day. And then I had my priority things that absolutely had to get done, and I plugged them in. But look what happens. Even though I'm super, super busy and have a ton of things to do, I have, look, free time, 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 free time. There's free time. And you can see, because you're scheduling, you can see when there is time to take a breath, to relax. And so when you're looking at your calendar and you're going, oh, I have no time, I'm so busy. I'm so busy. Look at this. This one is so busy, right? I had a huge list. This is back in October, was very busy. So lots of things to do, lots of things to do, lots of scheduling. But look, if you really look, right, I can highlight all of the blocks of time that I was not scheduled. Look at all of this orange, and even the short times. Look at that little bitty piece of time there. It's important. It's so important. So if you go through and find all the blank, look, this is all the free time I had. Oh, even though I was so busy and had so many things scheduled each day, I can see the blocks of time that are empty, that are not busy. And we are visual creatures. And when you can see that not every second of your day is filled with something, that you have even a half an hour to go do some meditation, take a nap, take a bath, go for a walk, drive down to the beach and watch the sunset, read a book, whatever it is that you like to do. If you like to craft, if you like to do craftings and whatever, so if you like to cook, looking at your calendar, no matter how busy or how many things you have scheduled, and seeing those little blocks of time here and there that you have available that are not allocated to anybody else, now you can do those things that fill you up, that are so important to give you the mental and emotional break that you need, right? To give you time for the fun things that fill you up and bring you joy, that are just for you. And when you can do those things in your day and in your week, the rest of it is so much easier to tackle. So you've got to schedule. You've got to schedule your day and plug in what is necessary, what has to get done, right? Look at all the blank time. I have so much time. I can do anything I want with that time. And so here's the other key. So each day, your daily list that you've got to do, those priorities at the top, those are things that only have to get done today. And what happens is once you finish them, you're done. You're finished. You're accomplished. You completed your to-do list. And then you have time left over. You can start working on the rest of these things if you choose. Or you can go relax and do something fun. Go to a movie, right? So if you have blocks of time and you've already completed your things and you have time, you get to choose, because these things only have to be done soon. They got to be done sometime, but they don't have to be done today. Otherwise, you'd have put them on your today's list. So if they're not on today's list, they don't have to be done today. And if you finish this, you have time to either continue your list if you feel like it, or take a break. Go do something fun. Go play with your kids. Go on a date night with hubby. Go take a walk with the dogs. Like whatever it is that's going to fill you up and bring you joy and relaxation. So that is the magic. It's a weekly vertical with times. Your priorities, only the things that absolutely have to get done that day. Your running list of things that you can cross off as you finish that can be done later. They don't have to be done today. All I have to do is this, right? And then it's all scheduled in, so I know exactly where my blocks of time are that I can breathe. And unlike other traditional types of planners where you look and the entire thing's all filled up with writing with the things that you have to do today, or you have this huge list and you never get them finished, and if you never get them finished, you never feel accomplished, you never feel done, you're overwhelmed and busy all the time constantly because you never finish. This allows you to finish each and every day. And this, you know it's there. It's not going anywhere. And if it must get done tomorrow, it'll end up on your list. So no stress. And when you feel so busy and overwhelmed and you're like, oh, I don't have a minute to breathe. Well, you do. And all you have to do is look at your calendar and see where those blocks of times are. Oh, right here. I know I'm busy. I'm busy. But right here, I have a couple of hours. And I'm going to get to breathe. And it's going to be some time for myself. And I'm okay. I'm good. Everything's going to get done because this is all I have to finish. And everything's scheduled, so there's plenty of time. And I have this time and this time where I can relax and put my feet up or do something fun. And when somebody throws something unexpected at you and you're like, oh, I'm already so busy. How can I do one more thing? Very easily. Look, I can do one more thing right there. I can do one more thing right there. And I can plug it right in. I know exactly when I'm available and how much time I have. So I hope that you will. I will put this PDF in the comments, so you can download that and use it if you would like. I hope that you will try it. And if you have found on your tracker and in your priority listings and goal settings that you need to make some adjustments and changes in how you spend your time, that you do that. Because it is so important to find time for you and find time to do the things that are going to make you feel good. Oh, so I told you I've been using this Law of Attraction Planner, which I do like. I do love it. I'm already getting, so this is this week, I'm getting next week, starting to plan out next week since we're already on Wednesday. So that's starting to get filled in. But like I said, it's very thick and heavy and there's a lot of extra pages in there. So I was looking for something simple and I found this one at Office Max. It's a day designer, but it's one of the new designs and I really, really like the design of it. So I'm going to show you. I've already plugged in. So it's got the monthly calendar, just like normal. So I do that. But this is the week. So it's got all the things that I love so much about my Simple. So this is the running to-do list, right? And this is the priorities for the day and schedule my day. And then this one is, it just says tonight. So the only thing is the time ends at 7. And then it has just a block for tonight. And then Saturday and Sunday don't have times. So there's no time for Saturday and Sunday. Which, you know, for a business like mine, running my Scentsy business, I sometimes schedule things on Saturday, Sunday. So I like to see Saturday, Sundays get busy. Kids sports and Scentsy parties and all kinds of crazy weekend stuff. And so I'm a little hesitant about not having the times for that. I'll probably just write them hand in. But I do like the way this is set up, and it's simple, and that's it. It's just the weekly views and the monthly calendar. That's it. There's not a lot of extra fluff in it at all. So it's little, it's spiraled. I like that. So I'm excited to get to use this for 2019. Simple. But I scoured to find that weekly vertical scheduled setup with some time to write a running list. So now I've made my own, and I may just very well punch that and put it in my habit planner. So we'll see how that goes. But I would love to hear how you guys like that weekly planner and setting it up in that format. I hope that you will try it because I am telling you, we are such visual creatures, and you've got to see your time. You've got to see where things are scheduled and where you have extra time so that you can trick your brain, right? Make sure your brain understands that you're not completely overwhelmed busy, that you do have time for yourself. You just have to identify where it is. And there is time for everything, because not everything absolutely has to get done today. So it's still on the list, it's still there, but it might not have to be in the schedule for today. But that's up for you to decide. So plug in the things that you know you've got to do, then start plugging in the things you know you must do, and then take a look at what extra blocks of time you have and figure out how you're going to use them wisely. How are you going to use them to the best of your advantage to either move you closer to your goals, right? Or to do something special for yourself so that you're not so drained from taking care of everybody else and not yourself. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. I would love to hear comments and to hear how it works for you. Share it with a friend if you know that they are feeling overwhelmed and feeling super busy and just don't have enough time for anything. I would love for you to share it with a friend. And I will put the weekly planner page in the comments. You can hole punch it and stick them in a binder. You could punch them. I have a punch for my happy planner. I might stick one in there, and then I just have everything in there. But it's up to you. So I hope you enjoyed. Hope you guys are having a great week. And that's it for now. Bye for now.